Hello all, welcome to the presentation of CodeViz, where we are trying to, this is an innovative tool where we are trying to revolutionize the understanding of a code that the user can upload into the system. So let me give you a bit of journey on how CodeViz is born, right? So as a fellow developer, we all will go through a phase of, how to understand or what is written in the complex code. And this is where it struck me that we have to democratize the code comprehension, and that's where the journey of CodeViz has started. The journey of CodeViz would be like, you can upload any code or any repository, regardless of the programming expertise. The end user should be able to understand the core logic of the code. Now, with that being said, currently where do we stand with CodeViz is it will be connecting to the Snowflake SQL database, and as a part of the journey, we are going to say, what is the how the SQL is performing under the hood by calculating the metrics, by showing the mermaid diagram of how the execution happens, and all the statistics of the SQL. So for this, we are harnessing the Snowflake Arctic LLM that generates the visualizations and the metrics, as well as a Streamlit framework, so that in order we can give the user friendly and intuitive interface. With that, we can jump into the demo of the CodeViz. So as you can see on the left hand side, I have all the credentials that user can input into it. And once we click on verify credentials, the enter SQL query box will be enabled. I have pasted a sample query, and I'm going to click on create CodeViz, where post that we will be on the right hand side of the screen. We can see a mermaid diagram that is getting generated as the first step. This mermaid diagram is going to be we strongly believe, a comprehensive flow diagram of what are all the tables being used in the SQL, and what is the execution flow of the SQL, and if it's going to do any joins, filters, and all the aggregation operations. So this diagram will give the any irrespective of any users, it will give them like what is happening in the SQL, right? And then followed by the mermaid diagram, we have some SQL metrics, which is also going to give like, okay, how many number of tables being used, what is a join, if there is any subqueries, and a brief description as well to understand like what is this SQL trying to do, and followed by any suggestions that the SQL can be improved on, be it readability or any conditions or performance. All the aspects are being bucketed for the SQL suggestions, and SQL metrics as well. So the memory metrics. So when the SQL gets executed against your Snowflake, what is the percentage of memory it consumed? Or this is going to help the developer understand how I can tune my SQL, right? So this is how the code base is being bucketed into the four categories based upon the SQL code the user inputs. Last but not least, we also have a chat with your SQL where user can ask any question. So let me ask like, tell me more about my SQL. Let's see what it's going to give. There you go. It is going to give us as a database consultant, this is what my SQL does, and it can be very helpful as a textual formation for the user as well. Hope you like the demo. Thank you.